Monday means another awesome segment of the Karjakz Vs Assassins universe. Yes, I know it's late, but hey, dreams are always to be executed daily, man. Main thing for today, man. First things first, I want to thank everybody that continues to grow the channel. The channel has been growing exponentially. Cannot complain about the growth of the channel, man. It's been amazing. I want to just thank all of y'all, man. I'm trying to charge my DJI, but it's been growing, man. And the main reason why I'm coming on every Monday now is really to talk about the comic book release date. You know what I'm saying? The comic book is coming out, man. Today, I'm not going to tell you the date, but I'm going to tell you as we get closer, probably in July, I'm going to let you know the release date. So then that's going to give you a chance to start being able to maybe do pre-orders or whatnot like that. The release date is coming, man. It's a great read. I'm working on the book right now some more. Just little tweaks in here and there, man, because I already printed a sample copy. And no, I cannot show you the sample copy. You know what I'm saying? I want to, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? It would be amazing if I could show you the sample copy. But the book is ready for show. You know what I'm saying? So, Karjakz Vs Assassins for training day. This thing is Karjakz Vs Assassins. You know, I feel like I've been training myself for a long time to get this book going. It's an achievement, man. I started this thing in 2016. And here we are in 2025, finally getting to release it. All through the pandemic, I worked on it. It's just crazy, man. But first and first, let me thank everybody who continues to grow the channel. Thank you all for being part of this amazing channel. 1,122 subscribers and counting. That's way more subscribers than I expected to have. I'll be honest with you at this junction. I was not expecting that, so I'm really grateful for that. You know what, y'all? Give me a second. Let me adjust my my banner. There we go. Give me a second, y'all. There we go. So, all right, sorry y'all. I was just adjusting, man. And you gotta adjust the banner. But yeah, it's to say the least, man, it's amazing. The channel has grown. So I thank everybody that continues to join me, man. When people are there, when people are not there, the main thing is my consistency and my grind. Always just showing up when I'm supposed to, man. So yo, thank everybody who continues to join us on Vision channel. Thanks to all of y'all. I am and where I'm at. So look, the thing what brought me here tonight is the Karjakz Vs Assassins comic book that's coming out. The release time, like I was saying. I'll let y'all know the exact release date probably next month so y'all can get ready. For those who have been waiting a good minute for it, this book is a combination of everything I've been trying to do, man. It's an amazing creation. It's next level stuff, y'all. It's the stuff that, you know, when you dream as an artist, you achieve it, and then to achieve it, to have it be where it is amazing. So, y'all, the book is really, I don't think this book wouldn't be available. Y'all give me a second. I'm trying to open up a file. This book wouldn't be available if not for these bio books that I have now. I don't think I would have these I wouldn't have this old comic book. These bio book is what helped me to create the comic book. I don't think I would have this. I wouldn't have this bio book, this comic book that's coming out soon, if I didn't have these bio books. That's why I stress these bio books. The book itself, the comic book itself, man, is really like me doing something I've never seen. So as a kid growing up, I read a lot of stuff like X-Men, a lot. X-Men was probably the biggest influence on me. X-Men, I read some Avengers comics, Batman, Superman, and those helped me create my own comic book. So when I would draw, I'd reference old X-Men comics that I had, and I'd use that to create the pages. And one thing I learned about the comics is that they all had to be sequential. So once I figured out that the comic books had to be sequential, which meant that the pages had to line up, like the color scheme, the background, you know, you want it to be detailed. And once I got that, it was on. Like the first 2 pages of the comic book, I was just like, what am I doing? And then once I got going, it was on. And then from then on, since 2016, when I started till when I finished it this year, I actually finished it in 2021. And then we went through the pandemic, and then I was kind of like, you kind of shelf things when if you were doing anything important, because you was kind of focused on safety, but I was still working it. So it gave me a chance to revise the whole book. And then I spent that time since 2021 revising it. And once I got through, I just decided to share, you know what? It's time for the book to be released. It's time for the book to come out. this thing is done. So I spent since the beginning of the year working on finishing the book. Then once I copyrighted, like today, I called the United States Copyright Office, just wanted to know, hey, when's the, when you copyright something, you have to get a certificate. That certificate is what's going to tell you exactly when it is that you're getting whatever it is that you copyrighted. So that's what happened with me. And so now they're going to tell me exactly when I'm getting the documentation, which is probably the coolest feeling you could ever have. I think it's cool to know that something you've created. What's up, Juan? How you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. It's late, but I'm just trying to be on here. I gotta let these cats know about the comic book release date. It's going down. I talked about it yesterday when I was drawing. Since this is Monday, and Mondays is always Karjakz Vs Assassins Day, I can let y'all know about it. Hopefully you've been doing well, Juan. Man, we were just talking about you at work today, man. But it's no, yesterday, because there was nobody at work today. But like I said, man, the comic book release date is coming. It's gonna change my life. I expect this comic book to be a game changer. The kind of thing that makes you be like, you know what, maybe I should quit my job. That's the kind of expectation I'm expecting from this comic book. And then also too, once I release it, I'm gonna actually have a chance to take it to various different comic expos, which is where most of the fans are. But a lot of people that want my comic book, they already know what time it is. Yeah, so yeah, we were just talking about how you ain't gonna come to work. They scheduled you, but we was like, what the hell? That was weird. But yeah, it's the comic book is coming out. It's gonna be big time. I expect mad success from it because a lot of people been waiting for it. No, nobody was talking about you. We were just in home theater saying, man, Juan ain't been here in a minute. That's what we were saying. So, you know what I mean? But it's for anybody who's gonna achieve anything, man. Man, it's this book is a life-changing event for me. It's kind of like me coming on here for streaming. Excuse me, y'all. I've been awake since, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock. It's kind of like me streaming. I realized that me streaming actually is a better way for me to get out my products. And ever since I started streaming, it's actually working. So, that's funny. That's so funny. But it's a life-changing event, man. This book, the pages, the art. I'm literally, the comic book is right there to my right of me, right there. I'm actually looking at it. Unfortunately, I can't show y'all, but if you imagine that all of you out there who've ever bought one of these bio books of mine, now imagine this bio book on steroids. That's what the comic book is. Now imagine this a bio book with comic book bubbles and all kinds of stuff that's supposed to make it look like a comic book, except way cooler and of course way bigger. So it's been quite the journey of achievement, man, to have this comic book be released. I'm not even worried about the sales because I know it's gonna sell. What I'm interested in is like it's good how it's gonna sell more than I ever sold the bio books. I just think that it's gonna be something people have never seen before. So there's gonna be it's gonna be easy to spread the word about it. People are literally gonna be telling each other about it. Then I'm just gonna be selling a bunch. And the good things for me, I got my website. Most people that try to do something like this, they have to depend on a publishing company to do it. Those days are over with, man. If you want to put out your comic book, you got to just do it yourself and then get a website or even have a TikTok page or Facebook store or Instagram store. You don't really need the big companies anymore. Excuse me. Man, I'm tired. I am tired, y'all, and I still got to work tonight. I can't go to sleep yet. Can you believe that? After I get off here, I got to go work on the comic book. But most people need a big company. I don't. I am my own company. I got my own thing. One of the things that I really love about the fact that I can do this is that I'm independent. I don't need to beg anybody to pay for the printing of the books or any of that stuff, man. I planned all this stuff out, man. And that's what I probably appreciate most. Why I appreciate why I've gotten this far. You can't slow me down because you don't know what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. Hell no. Unless you're my family, you ain't knowing shit about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I say that you ain't knowing shit, literally meaning that. You ain't gonna know shit. I'm not gonna tell you the release date. I'm not gonna tell you what color I'm working on. I'm not gonna tell you what character I'm gonna do. None of that. I got my family, which is 5 people, and then I got my 2 homeboys, which are 2 people. Everybody else ain't about to know shit unless I tell you. Because you have to move silent, man. I'm not the type that advertises what he's doing or tell you how I'm doing it because you don't know how people are moving and you don't know if they want you to succeed. That's the true fact. So what makes me successful now is the fact that I've moved that way for so long. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, man, the comic book release date, I'll let y'all know that next month. And then there's gonna be different arts for that too now. There's gonna be apparel and merchandise for that too as well. So for all those who are gonna be fans of like, yo, are you gonna make t-shirts? Am I gonna make sneakers? You damn right. I sure am. I sure am. I'm gonna do all that. Everything I usually do, except I'm gonna do it totally on the comic book characters and the way the drawings look and all that stuff. So, you know, it's and usually most people don't. Man, Juan, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you, bro. I likewise to you too, man. Congratulations to you in the front and right now and future, man. I think you have to just, honestly, man, every day I go to work, I don't think about the job. I think about when I'm going to be leaving. And that's just a fact. I know I'm not going to be there forever. A lot of things are going to happen for me and I'm just going to check out. I mean, my trip to Africa earlier last month, coming back this month, really changed a lot of things, man. Like, I'm very, I was already introverted because I don't let nobody know how I'm moving, but now I'm extra introverted. You know, I go to work, I do my 8, whatever the hell my shift is, and I get up out of there, man. Nobody's knowing what I'm doing. I go home, I'm cordial, I keep to myself, I eat lunch, I say hi, I do the usual greetings, but I know that there's a big thing coming for me. This book is I might mess around because of this book, quit this job. You know what I'm saying? I can see that happening because I told the universe, man, I was done working for somebody. I was done. That's funny. Don't let them thank you later. How about I thank myself right now? That's what I always do. Yo, and that's a good line that y'all are seeing right there. It's good to thank yourself. Don't wait on nobody to thank you for what you're doing. You got to give yourself recognition for the things that you're doing. Ain't nobody waking up at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning or 4 in the morning, whatever time you get up to go do what you got to do. You doing it. So don't seek any approval from people, man. People are assholes, especially Americans. Let me tell you, take my trip to Africa made me realize these are some amazing human beings here. I was around my own people, and I'm Nigerian. For all you know, I've stated that multiple times. I was in Nigeria, man. I got to go all over Nigeria, and I was just like, man, this is what I'm talking about, boy. And everywhere I went, I was just another brother. There was no color, there's no none of that. I was just another brother. And when I saw everybody else who was from other different countries, they knew what time it was. You in my land. Be on your best behavior. I got something for that ass. You know what I'm saying? So it was real cool to be home, man. And yes, white people behave themselves because they know they can get their jaw cracked backwards. We don't play no games with white people in Nigeria, man. They know. They get out of pocket, we're going to tax that ass. It's an ass whooping waiting for your ass to get out of pocket. You know? So, you know, it's just really very liberating. This book is going to change my life. Yo, you don't put 2016, so almost damn dead 10 years of work to create this book. So don't nobody be expecting me to give it to you for free. I had some idiot on the stream one time the other day. Am I going to give it out for free? I was like, hell no. Really? Free? What the hell's wrong with people? Ain't nobody giving you shit for free. Come out your pocket. You ain't got no money and then take your broke ass wherever you going to be at. But I'm not giving out shit for free. You going to pay for this work. Are you kidding me? You know how much work I did in this book? You know how much time I had to do? While I was driving Uber, I was drawing this comic book. That's how much work I put into this. I can be driving Uber. I take a trip, park somewhere, get busy drawing. I did a lot of the drawing of the comic book in the airport, man, in the Uber. Literally. A lot of the comic book got done in the Uber. Shit, I probably did well over 16 pages in the Uber. Yeah, y'all. I did a lot of work in the Uber. In fact, I was doing Uber consistently for 4 years, almost 4 years. Because that's what the job was. What I liked about doing Uber was I was free. I could control my own schedule. What I didn't like about Uber was after a while they started ripping you off. The money, all that stuff, man. That's a good point, Juan. They don't give out their shit for free, so why the hell should I give out my shit for free? You know what I'm saying? You make a great point there, man. People, and another thing about free, people don't appreciate it. And the last thing I'm ever going to give out is my comic book. You know how much work I put into that thing? A whole lot of everything, man. So, yo, visit soundfusion.com, get your order on. And look, like I stated, if you truly want to understand the comic book when it comes out, it's good that you get you this bio book. Because this bio book is going to tell you all the character profiles, where they're from, height, weight, all that good stuff, where they're from. And as you know, the whole Karjakz Vs Assassins universe right here, this is version 5. Because version 6 is coming. Version 6 is what's in the comic book coming. Now, of course, you got the heroes, the Karjakz. You got Cajun, Escalade, Glocks, Rasputin, Sphinx, Sincere. Shepard, Diesel. You know what I'm saying? The heroes of the house. And like I told you many times, these characters are based on myself, my two brothers, my sister, two of my homeboys, and my dream girl. You know what I'm saying? So there's a real emotional connection to my characters, man. It's not just I just created them and that's it. Nah. And then as far as the villains, right? One of the villains is based on my cousin. You know what I'm saying? But Sanusi, leader of the assassins, right? Sanusi right here. You got artillery. You got Kanji. You got Yukon. You got Snipes. You got Revo. You got the Coyotes. You got Seth. When you create something, you have to understand, like, why are you creating it? What's the purpose? What's your end game? What do you want to do? It's like, you know, I used to listen to Tupac's music, and Tupac's music was basically to educate your mind. That's what makes him the greatest of all time. Even to today. He died in 1996. We're 27 years almost removed from his death, and we're still talking about this dude. No, I take that back. No, not 27. So 2021 was 25 years. Yeah, we're going almost on 30 years that Tupac has been gone, and he's still the greatest. His music, you're like, damn, everything he was saying is what's happening right now. Can you imagine a Tupac in this era? How much info or the way he would drop knowledge on us? That's what I wanted for my comic book. Like, what did I want to achieve? Because what was the real goal? When I'm reading all these comic books, X-Men, Avengers, whatever you can think of, none of that showed any kind of Afrocentrism. I said, forget this shit. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not going to beg these white assholes that own these companies to draw African characters. Oh, no, I'm going to do it myself. And that's really the reason why when I go to comic expos, people see my characters. I sell a lot of sneakers. I sell a lot of t-shirts. I sell a lot of posters. All these posters that I show y'all, and every Monday, let me back up a little bit. I always show y'all the posters. All these posters I show y'all, people buy a bunch of these. Like, it's not that hard for me to sell these. Every time I do art shows, I've literally sold out all my bio books that I have now. So I need to print a new set, which I don't want to do because I know the version 4 of my bio book is coming out. So all these posters, this is actually the old version of my poster. I sold all the other posters that were in front of this poster. That's why I only have the old version right there. Then even the Karjakz character, you know what I'm saying? All these posters y'all are seeing, this is all what's grown me. All the money, you know what I'm saying? Just busting my ass and believing in myself. All these characters. So from, you got the Karjakz, excuse me, y'all. You got the Karjakz, you got Cajun. And when I say people that are buying these posters, people that are buying these posters look nothing like me. Unless you're from Africa, you wasn't buying it from me. I had to get a lot of African Americans to actually start seeing my characters. So everybody else was buying my stuff. Caucasians, Hispanics, Asians. But African Americans were like, let's wait if people like his shit before we buy it. I'm like, fuck all that. I don't need y'all to buy shit for me. So I literally built my characters on success without African Americans supporting me. It wasn't until they started seeing everybody else buying my shit that they bought it. So sometimes, and that doesn't bother me. For a lot of people wondering that bothers me, it doesn't. I don't give a fuck. The only thing I care about is Africans liking my stuff. I'm talking, when I say Africans, I'm talking about Africans from back home. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. And when I went home to Africa, man, people were tripping when they saw my gear. I was wearing it. And they'll see all these characters. Escalade, Sincere right here. Glocks, Rasputin. All this stuff was on my t-shirts, on tank tops, on my sneakers. And I had Nigerians just stopping me every minute. Like, yo, who are these characters? Because they love animation back home in Africa, man. Oh my God, they love animation. In fact, let me tilt my, this DJI thing. Look. So they loved all these characters. They were losing their mind seeing these characters, man. Diesel, Shepard. You know what I'm saying? Then, of course, you got the assassins. All the super villains. You got a Sanusi right here. Yo, all these characters, artillery, excursion, Kanji, Revo, Snipes, Yukon. Then, of course, the Coyotes. Yo, people were losing their mind when I was in Nigeria. When I went through the malls, like, in fact, speaking of the malls, let me see if I can bust out my iPad. I'm going to show you all the people that were showing love to my artwork. Watch this. I'm going to bust out my iPad and let y'all see hopefully my videos will play. Man, they better play, man, because I'm getting tired of this thing not. Some of these videos ain't been playing. I guess it's because I ain't got enough room on my iPad. Let's see. All right, y'all, look. This is the mall right here. Let me see if I can get it to play. Please, please play. Please, please play. Please, please play. Oh, man. Let me try my phone. You got to be kidding me. Yo, these are the malls in Nigeria, man. And these are the people that were asking me, yo, man, when's this book coming out? I've had people when I was at the airport, when I was traveling at the airport through Nigeria, the customs people, you know, people that check your airport and your passport and all that stuff, they were tripping, man. Check this out. Let's try to get this thing to play. Come on. Let's go. Man, you know what? If this don't work, I know what I can do. I got an idea. Let me get this thing off my phone. Off my computer. Thank God let me play y'all some videos off my computer. That's okay, Nigeria 2025. Man, talk about a good old time. This was beyond liberating, man. Okay, y'all. Let me show you the mall. Back home in Africa. Now I'm gonna flip the camera. Y'all give me a second. Look at this. These were all my fans in Nigeria right here. People just looking at me like, whoa, what the hell does this brother have on? These are my peoples, man, back in Nigeria. This is how we doing it. Big time. You know what I'm saying? This was liberating to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is what we doing back home in Africa, man. These are the cats that are waiting on my comic book. Look at my peoples, man. Just doing their damn thing. Man, this is the beautiful Nigeria right here. Look at this. This is so cool. Look, let me fast forward it, man. Look at this. This is all the cool stuff, man. Oh, man. Hey, I didn't even know I took a video of those chicks. That's funny. Oh, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all, that's, let me show you the outside of the mall. How about that? Let me see if I can get the outside of the mall. Let me see. These are all my fans. These are all the people that are going to be checking out my gear, man. Look at this. These are all the people that are going to be buying my comic books. So if y'all don't take care of business in America, guess where I'm going to go? To Africa. They waiting on me, boy. I promise you they waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, this is Nigeria right here, the outside of the mall. Think off the chain, man. Doing big time things, man. The air. Man. So, yo. So y'all, yo, that's my peoples. That's all the people that were looking at these amazing characters. So if y'all don't appreciate it in America, I don't give a damn. I'll take this back home and get mine. I'm not looking. I'm independent now, man. I could care less like how, you know, what's going on here. I've realized that there's a bunch of places to move what you got to do. When I was at home, yo, people were tripping, man. People were tripping. So look, thank y'all so much for joining me, man. So look. All of y'all, please hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. But yeah, it was on and popping, man. You know what I'm saying? On and popping, man. So thank y'all so much for joining me, man. It's been an awesome night. I want to get up out of here. I gotta get going because I got work to do. But the comic book is coming out. I just want to let y'all know the date, the release date, and like how it's been, man. The best word to use has been transcendent, man. It's really gonna change everything I'm doing. So I have a tendency not to really let people stop me from where I'm gonna go. I've done it because I've chosen to move beyond my grind. As I always like to say, I move silent and I hit hard. You know what I'm saying? That's straight up what I do. Nobody even see me coming. The more people underestimate me, the better. They just look at you like you ain't shit. I'm like, that's perfect. That's exactly how I want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So yo, thank y'all, man. As always, before I get up out of here, remember, you can get your copy of this bio books now available on Sanusi.com. Version 3 of the bio book, version 2 of the bio book, version 1, the one that got the dream started, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can also visit Sanusi.com. If you order the version 1, if you want the other version 5 is what I got on the website. But if you want version 2 and 1, very available, man. So y'all, that's it. And look, like I always finish every line. I always say this right here. There's no success in skipping steps. The back of the line is just as important in front of the line. Be determined, not desperate. And then my second favorite line. Your dreams can be delayed, but must never be extinguished. So wait your time while the universe delivers you the right hand. Be determined and not desperate. Bottom line with like a quote that I sent out to a lot of people today. Just start, man. Just start. And you too can be where I am. Anybody can be where they need to get. The main thing is just to have the courage to start the dream. Once you do that, everything else is going to fall in line. Y'all feel me? So, yo, that's my night. Thank y'all for joining me. I got to get up out of here, man. I got work to do real fast. You know what I'm saying? As always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a good night. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.